presenter TV host. The SF-26 isn't just a car, it's a snappy 1,000 horsepower beast that finally gives Lewis Hamilton the one thing he's been missing for years, the power to be a driver again, not just a passenger. Ferrari SF-26, the dawn of Hamilton's new dominance. The maestro's reunion with an adrenaline-fueled machine. After 5 grueling days on the scorching Barcelona asphalt, Lewis Hamilton has finally broken his silence regarding his new silver bullet turned scarlet, the Ferrari SF-26. The 7-time world champion isn't just impressed, he is profoundly in love with this Maranello masterpiece. Hamilton described the 2026 generation as a vehicle far more exhilarating to drive than anything he has experienced in recent memory. This high praise is no mere corporate platitude, it is a raw confession from a driver who has tasted every high and low on the track. Behind the wheel of the SF-26, Hamilton feels he has rediscovered the racing passion that had begun to flicker. This marks the start of a highly anticipated chapter where the legend finally possesses a weapon equal to his unquenchable ambition. It is the perfect marriage of a hungry icon and a machine built for pure speed. A wild character demanding absolute bravery and skill. Hamilton's description of the SF-26's handling is enough to make an amateur driver tremble. The car is intensely oversteery, snappy, and prone to sliding.
In conventional racing, these terms usually signal a mechanical disaster, but for Hamilton, this is the perfect recipe for total dominance. Oversteer occurs when the rear loses grip before the front, forcing the driver into a duel with physics to prevent a spin. The snappy nature means these transitions happen instantly, without a soft warning. Yet herein lies Ferrari's engineering magic. Despite its wild nature, Hamilton insists the car is much easier to catch or correct. This is a machine that does not imprison the driver's talent, but rather challenges them to dance on the edge of the abyss. It rewards the brave who dare to wrestle with its aggressive temperament at every single apex. The death of the boring ground effect racing era. The 2026 regulations radically discard the ground effect philosophy that has dominated since 2022, a system Hamilton frequently criticized for feeling stiff and soulless. Previous generations were incredibly fast, but when they lost control, it happened in a heartbeat, without giving the driver a chance to react. The SF-26 restores the human element to racing. With intentionally reduced downforce, the car becomes more progressive and communicative. Hamilton feels the SF-26 provides honest feedback through the steering wheel, allowing him to feel the limit before a catastrophe occurs. It is no longer about being a passenger in a high-speed simulator, but being an artist controlling a brush on an asphalt canvas.
For Hamilton, this transition is a victory for those who rely on pure instinct over computer algorithms. The soul of racing has finally returned to the driver's seat. The perfect stage for pure talent and driving intuition. With less reliance on complex floor aerodynamics, the SF-26 demands more intense manual input from the driver. Cornering speeds might theoretically drop, but the space for true talent to shine has widened drastically. In the previous era, margins between drivers were razor thin because the cars performed too much technical work automatically. Now, with lower grip levels, every inch of tire movement and every degree of steering input becomes a decisive factor for victory. Hamilton relishes this challenge because he knows that when a car becomes difficult to tame, his natural talent becomes the ultimate differentiator. The SF-26 is an instrument that will only produce its most beautiful melody in the hands of a virtuoso. Hamilton is ready to show the world why he remains the best on the grid when the machine stops doing the heavy lifting and the human must take over. Boundless dedication under the pouring rain. The Barcelona test delivered a weather drama when heavy rain lashed the track on Tuesday. While most teams chose to hide in their warm garages for safety, Hamilton pushed the SF-26 through the storm. This bold move was rooted in past trauma when he first drove the Ferrari in wet conditions during an actual race.
Hamilton refused to repeat that mistake. He was hungry for data and a deep understanding of how wet tires interact with the nimble SF-26 chassis. This courageous act demonstrates the mentality of a champion who always thinks 10 steps ahead. He wasn't just testing for speed, he was building an intimacy with his car under the most extreme conditions, ensuring no surprises could stop him when the season begins. This level of preparation is what separates a great driver from a legendary one who leaves absolutely nothing to chance or luck. incredible reliability from the heart of Maranello. The reliability of the SF-26 became the shocking headline for many in the paddock. Hamilton managed to complete 85 laps in a single morning session, a remarkable feat for an entirely new car. In total, Ferrari clocked over 440 laps across 5 days of testing, narrowly trailing only Mercedes. This statistic is incredibly impressive, given that the 2026 power unit uses hybrid technology that is far more complex, with electrical power increasing nearly threefold. Despite rivals whispering that the SF-26 is a handful to set up, Hamilton silenced the skeptics by setting the fastest lap on the final day, a 1:16.348. He beat George Russell by a crucial margin, proving that while the car is wild, it possesses a raw speed potential capable of crushing the morale of his closest competitors. It is a robust foundation that allows the team to focus on performance rather than repairs.
Presenter TV host. Internal harmony and the revival of a winning mentality. Off the track, the dynamic between Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc signals a strong positive for Ferrari's future. Hamilton emphasized the importance of a collaborative role where both drivers transparently share data and feedback to accelerate the development of the SF-26. There are no egos in the way, only a shared vision to return the Scuderia to the top of the world. Hamilton admits to feeling a winning mentality permeating every individual in Maranello, an energy stronger than anything he has felt before. This unity is crucial because even the fastest car cannot win a title without a solid team behind it. Ferrari is currently not just a collection of great engineers, but an organized combat unit with a single goal: to dominate every race. The atmosphere of mutual respect between the drivers is the fuel that will drive the team forward through the long and difficult season ahead. Technological evolution and active aero challenges. The SF-26 is not just a chassis, it is a rolling laboratory for the future of F1 technology. With new engine regulations emphasizing energy management, Hamilton must be both an energy manager and an aggressive racer simultaneously. The addition of active aerodynamics, where front and rear wings move dynamically during a lap, adds a layer of complexity never seen before.
Hamilton, having navigated 5 major regulation changes in his career, is using his vast experience to adapt quickly to these intricate systems. He must balance minimizing drag on straights with maximizing downforce during heavy braking. This intellectual challenge fuels his spirit, proving that, despite his age, Hamilton's adaptability remains at a level unmatched by anyone else. He is mastering the machine's brain just as well as its brawn, ensuring he stays ahead of the curve as the technical landscape continues to shift. A cold war with Mercedes and the Red Bull shadow. While Ferrari looks formidable, Hamilton remains wary of his former team, Mercedes, which recorded the highest mileage during testing. He knows exactly how the German machinery operates and realizes that George Russell and Kimi Antonelli are not opponents to be underestimated. Meanwhile, Red Bull remains a haunting shadow. Despite an accident that wasted precious track time, they showed terrifying raw speed whenever they were running. Hamilton understands that the road to an 8th title will not be easy and requires perfect execution from Ferrari in every department. Barcelona was just the opening act, and the world's eyes are now on the upcoming tests in Bahrain. In those hotter conditions, the SF-26's cooling systems and engine durability will be tested to the limit in a much more brutal environment. The battle lines are drawn, and the true hierarchy of 2026 is only just beginning to emerge. The legend's destiny, atop a wild, prancing horse. Ultimately, the SF-26 is a car seemingly designed specifically for Lewis Hamilton's daring character. He has always missed the era when racing cars felt raw, challenging, and demanded total commitment. This car does not do everything for you. It demands total attention, physical courage, and mental sharpness every millisecond. If Ferrari can maintain this performance and reliability, we may witness one of the most legendary seasons in the history of the sport. Hamilton is not just chasing victories, he is chasing immortality with the world's most iconic team. This wild and snappy SF-26 may be difficult for others to handle, but in the hands of a maestro like Lewis Hamilton, it is the key that will unlock the door to a historic and long-awaited 8th World Championship.
the stage is set for a masterclass in driving that could redefine the legacy of the greatest driver of his generation.